Let me tell you about Shegun and Titi. They are what we call a power couple. Shegun works in a tech company, while Titi is a senior manager in a bank. Combined, they bring home over 1.5 million naira every single month. On paper, they are crushing it. They should be building a mansion in Epe and vacationing in Zanzibar. But here is the reality. By the 25th of every month, Shegun is checking his app to see if his salary earner's loan has been approved. Titi is wondering why the 800K she earned is already gone. They are exhausted. They barely see their kids because of the number of hours they work, and they are one transmission failure away from a total financial meltdown. If this sounds like your life, stick around, because today we are exposing the two-income trap, the silent killer of Nigerian middle-class wealth. It gets interesting here. To understand why Shegun and Titi are struggling, we have to look back. In the 70s and 80s, the Nigerian middle class was built on a single income. Your father was a teacher or a civil servant. Your mother stayed home to raise the battalion of 5 or 6 children. One salary paid the rent, bought the Peugeot 504, and paid school fees. But here is the secret. That stay-at-home parent wasn't just chilling. They were the family's hidden insurance policy. Back then, if the breadwinner lost his job or got sick, the safety net was activated. The mother could start a business, take a teaching job, or sell fabric. They had margin. But today, for Shegun and Titi, the safety net is already on the field. They have used their emergency backup just to pay for a standard life. They have zero reserves. If Shegun gets fired today, the family collapses in 30 days. That isn't wealth. That's a high-speed treadmill to bankruptcy. This is the part you've been waiting to hear. Let's do some math. Titi earns 800K a month. That sounds big in Naira, right? But let's look at the cost of earning that money. Follow closely. Because Titi works 10 hours a day plus a 3-hour commute, they pay a nanny N80K. They pay for a premium creche for the toddler N150K. Titi spends 100K on fuel and car maintenance just for her commute. Because they are both too tired to cook, they spend 120K extra on fast food and deliveries every month. Add the work wardrobe, the office contributions, and the higher tax bracket, PAYE. When you subtract the exhaustion tax from Titi's salary, her net contribution to the family's actual wealth isn't 800K, it's maybe 150K. She is working 50 hours a week for a net profit of 5,000 naira a day. Is the stress, the distance from her children, and the risk of the trap worth 5,000 naira a day? For many, the answer is a shocking no. You might ask, if we earn more than our parents, why is everything so expensive? It's called the bidding war. When every couple became a dual-income household, we all started competing for the same things. We used our combined salaries to bid up the price of flats in Bagada, houses in Lekki, and spots in grade A schools. The landlords and schools saw that we had 2 salaries, so they raised the price to consume both. We aren't living better than our parents, we are just paying twice as much for the same level of comfort. You're not paying for a house anymore, you're paying for the right to be in a neighborhood where other dual-income couples live. So, how do you break the trap? You need to move from being working rich to asset wealthy. Here is the 3-step blueprint. Step 1. The one income base. Sit down with your partner. Identify the lower salary. Your goal is to make your fixed costs, rent, food, utilities, fit into that one salary. If you can't, you are living a life you cannot afford, period. Step 2. The asset engine. The second salary must become invisible. It should never touch your spending account. This is the money for land banking in Epe, for dollar stocks, for your side business. Step 3. Kill the debt. Dual income couples are the favorite targets for digital lenders and asset finance. Stop buying cars on credit based on 2 salaries. If one salary can't pay the monthly installment, don't buy the car. The 2-income trap is a choice. You can choose to be a slave to the bank or a multiplier of wealth. Segun and Titi decided to downsize. They moved to a slightly cheaper area, cut their exhaustion tax, and started investing Titi's entire salary into assets. 2 years later, they have more money in their savings than they ever had when they were spending big. Stop being a saver and start being a multiplier. Now you have learned about the 2-income trap and how to beat it. If you want the real math on how to flip the script in the Nigerian economy, hit that subscribe button. Let's beat this system together.